All right, folks, we had a little bit of excitement yesterday on Sunday Night Live as we covered Bitcoin smashing through 41,000, gold breaking up to a new all-time high of 2150, and this Monday morning we are waking up to see gold coming back down into correction. We see the same thing happening for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, big time manipulation coming in. I'm going to show you guys the insiders in Wall Street are flooding in, and they can't wait to get their hands on more XRP and some of these other digital assets. But we're going to get right on into it, guys. So the market back down today after the highs we achieved yesterday. 42,000 is what we finished this pump off, 42.1. And we've cooled off here right down to 41,500 at the time of this recording. But Bitcoin smashing through 40. 41 was nothing. We did it while we were on the live show last night. And then finishing off above 42,000. 2274 is what we got for Ethereum. And for XRP, if the manipulation can't get any more clear for you, take a look at this one, folks. Back down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 58 cents here on KuCoin. These are the final buying opportunities that I've been talking about. I mean, we can still come back down for the overall market quite a bit more. But you have to take advantage of these when they come through because they don't last long. Back down to 58 cents, it's already back up to 62 and climbing. Massive manipulation still in control. So you have to be able to weather this storm. You have to be able to stomach these types of manipulation moves that are going to shake out so many people. I wake up this morning, I didn't even have to check the prices because Twitter let me know. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's watching what happened to XRP. They see that Bitcoin and Ethereum went up by thousands. And this messes with people psychologically so much is they see Bitcoin going up by thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, right? They see Bitcoin's gone from about 15,000 on the lows in November last year, back up now to 42,000. And what did they see for XRP? It's gone up by what? 10 cents, 20 cents. We went down to about 40 cents were the lows. Actually, it was about 30 cents last year. So we still have gone up by 100%. And so folks forget that. And they focus on XRP is only up a couple cents. And then today's manipulation move is just the knife in the back to the XRP community. Most people won't be able to make it. Most people won't be able to ride this out. But the real ones, our community, we are continuing to stack these positions while they give us an opportunity. XLM, you can see the same type of manipulation, not as drastic as XRP. Now, it was interesting. Last night, I was doing TA on XLM and XRP, and I pointed out the fact that XLM got about 16 percentage points away from its previous all-time high last bull run. So in 2021, it got up to like 70, 80 cents. And the all-time high for Stellar in 2018 was about 94 cents. So it was only about 15, 16 percentage points off from achieving an all-time high. For XRP, if we would have been 16 percentage points off of our previous all-time high, XRP would have gone to $3.30, give or take, this last bull run. So to give you guys an idea of how shorted, how snubbed we've been and how suppressed we've been in the XRP community, we were about 100%, it was about 96% away from the previous all-time high because we only went up to about $2. Previous all-time high was $3.84. So the manipulation continues for XRP. I'm going to show you why. It's because they're buying the heck out of this thing. Now, the front page of Bloomberg, when I open up this morning, Bitcoin surges past 42,000 as crypto rally gathers steam. So this is the front page of Bloomberg, and they are doing their best to keep Bitcoin propped up. But we also see Wall Street's furious bull run gets reality check, markets wrap, and you're seeing this was an article that originally dropped yesterday. They did update it this morning, just about 30 minutes ago. And they say Wall Street kicked off the week with losses, with both stocks and bonds down, in a signal that traders' aggressive pricing of interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve may have gone too far. You think? A slew of key job readings over the next few days will be closely watched for clues on the Fed's next steps, with the potential to reignite volatility that has recently shown signs of anemia. Technically, overbought conditions and long positioning have left markets in a more fragile state after the impressive rallies in both equities and treasuries last month. And I was telling you guys that this thing was overbought. See, you know, the haters are still trying to figure out how did you only miss once on your Bitcoin shorts, exclusively Bitcoin shorts, over the last year? It's moments like this. Now, right now, I don't have an exchange. Nobody wants to allow Americans to leverage trade futures. So I don't have an exchange right now to trade. But this is how I did it, is I just watched for the Bitcoin bros to get overhype, to ride a narrative, to take the price up. It gets overbought. And then I just add to my short positions until it finally breaks down. And then we took our profits. And you're starting to see that the real economy is not all rosy as if they want us to believe. When we take a look at data points like this today, Spotify to lay off 17% of its staff, its third round of job cuts this year. Multiple rounds of job cuts, tens of thousands of employees, and you're talking about high-paying jobs. And this is just one example, right? This just continues. And folks forget that the liquidity crisis is not over. Now, last night, we talked about it in the live show. We got an update this morning from the Butcher of Wall Street, Marcel. This is in regards to Evergrand. So we shared this tweet last night, how Evergrand was facing dissolution in bankruptcy court tomorrow. That's today, December 4th, Monday. But what happened this morning? Nobody can find, this is unbelievable, more than a dozen top execs in China have gone missing this year. That's right. Oh, I love how they do business over there. The bankruptcy hearing for Evergrand has been delayed until January 29, 2024. Lawyers requested additional time for restructuring talks with creditors and courts, say this is likely their last chance. They're doing everything they can to keep this thing afloat. But why does this matter to the broader economy on the world stage? Well, the creditor group firmly rejected the latest proposal in court and seeks majority controlling ownership of Evergrande and its subsidiaries and electric vehicle division. CCP banks have dumped 507 billion, equivalent to 4 trillion RMB, into the top 100 real estate developers in the last several months to delay the collapse of their markets. China has whitelisted 50 more developers to receive an additional 180 billion USD in loans, and still these measures have failed to reverse the slumping real estate sector. Land investment in China has dropped an astounding 88% year over year, as private developers have all but disappeared from land acquisitions. Price of homes have declined at the fastest level in 9 years and have fallen off for the last 5 months consecutively. Now, 2 bank executives with China's severely insolvent Zhongji Bank have gone missing just days after. And remember, that's like their shadow bank. Their whole system is shadow, commie. It's so funny. Anyways, it's not funny for those that are going to be caught holding the bag here. Worthless Evergrande bonds. Just days after the CCP launched a federal investigation into illegal crimes at the shadow bank. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love it. Global banks own bonds in both Evergrande and Zhongji subsidiaries to the tune of well over 1 trillion. Does this mean financial collapse this week? No. This means the global economy is in a world of trouble because these banks are all interconnected via their liabilities, leading to market volatility and potential margin call situations on heavily shorted equities and assets. So what else does this mean? Liquidity is ever tightening. The liquidity crisis continues. When central banks print more money to bail out these banks through loans and repo operations after the RRP is drained, this will cause even more inflation while the global economy stagnates. Stagflation, as we've been talking about. The Fed is nowhere near a rate cut, period. Higher for longer, and the markets are finally starting to realize that. Now, folks, if you need to get it out, don't be afraid. 401k hardship withdrawals spiked 300% according to Fidelity Investments. And many folks, not only are they coming up on hard times trying to withdraw, but a lot of folks are not pleased with their money managers and their financial advisors for good reason. And so I question, what kind of program do they got you in? And I'm not here to give anybody financial advice, but I just want you to be equipped with the educational tool, resources, and understanding that you can pull up to your financial advisor and ask the right questions. And as we're seeing with the hardship withdrawals, take advantage of it and get your money out and get it somewhere safe if needed, right? I'm not here to tell you what to do, but it's very clear that many folks are seeing what I see. These money managers aren't helping you, and that all they're doing is helping themselves and helping the Wall Street system. Now, speaking of Wall Street, I'm about to show you guys they've been stacking in a major way, but I want to share this clip here from Stuart Alderati, Chief Legal Officer at Ripple. And when the Chief Legal Officer at Ripple is giving you a little bit of the secret sauce, giving you a little bit of the hype, then you know it's for real. Stuart Alderati, he's not part of the marketing team. He's not, trying to hype this thing up. He's the Chief Legal Officer. But listen in here on what Stu has to say.
What Ripple has done, both with our proprietary software and with the XRP ledger, which is a blockchain, using this digital asset XRP, which is crypto asset like Bitcoin or like Ethereum, we can move the value real time. And the founding mission of the initial brilliant engineers who put all of this together, their vision was the internet of value. Just like you can move just like I can send an email now across the world, and I don't know what server the recipient was on, and the recipient doesn't know what server I'm on. I probably don't know what server I'm on. I can hit send, and that email seamlessly, instantaneously moves to the receiver. And essentially, that's what we do with value. That's what we do with money. It actually settles. And we've been doing that. We've been trying to protect it. And again, we've built a very successful business, but that business relies on the XRP ledger, just like there's a Bitcoin ledger and Ethereum ledger, there's an XRP ledger. And it relies on the digital asset XRP, which we believe is faster, cheaper, more transparent to move than other digital assets.
100%. It's such a simple business model. And you know that they're getting on board here. We see this one from Crypto Eddie. We had covered this about a week or two ago, but this is one of the many funds that is now going to be going live with XRP physically backed 1-to-1 in early December. This is Valor Funds. Recently rebalanced their digital asset basket of top 10 with XRP weighted 10.23%. And then on November 23rd, this is what we had already covered. They announced plans to launch their new XRP traded fund, physically backed 1-to-1 with XRP, in early December. So take a look at it, folks. This is their, what do they call this fund? I don't know what they call this fund. This is their, the main fund, okay? Main fund. XRP, they've added up to about 10% there. But then you go look at this one in early December 2023, they're launching an XRP ETP that is going to be physically backed 1-to-1. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This manipulation, this suppression that's been happening over the years for XRP is for good reason, in the sense that it's allowing these funds, Wall Street, and these insiders, these banks, these financial institutions to get exposure to XRP. Now, there's only so much that retail can buy. And I think the retail is about tapped out. I can see it in the sentiment. Retail's about tapped out. And in our community, we're spending our last few shekels on XRP and just trying to survive this thing. I get it. But the Wall Street boys and girls are having to come in here, and they're taking advantage of this so that they can launch their ETPs and their ETFs and pass that off down to the retail investor. That's their plan for Wall Street to take control of the digital asset space, just like they control all these other markets as well, from stocks, bonds, even look at the move that they've made into real estate as well too. Look at how they've controlled all these with their derivatives as well too. This is what the plan has been all along, and what this price manipulation, as frustrating as it gets, you have to understand what's at stake here. And eventually, there's going to be a supply shock incoming for XRP, because there's only 100 billion XRP. And actually, there's even less, because over 10 million has been burned. And with so much of it locked up in that escrow, with so much of it held by folks like me and you that are not going to be making our XRP available for liquidity, that supply shock comes in. And I think that the price of XRP is set to absolutely rip. And the thing that's getting done here on the back end too is the custody solutions. And we see today that Medico comes out. We announced today the expansion of our longstanding strategic partnership with Zodiac Custody, the leading digital asset custodian backed by Standard Charter, Northern Trust, and SBI Digital Asset Holdings. So guys, I'm not just saying this to, this isn't a rah-rah video to keep us in it. It's happening. The ETPs, the exchange traded products, which are ETFs, they are being built out. They are being ready to go live here at the beginning of December. The custody with Standard Charter, Northern Trust, and SBI, these strategic partnerships are growing. After Ripple has acquired Medico, now Medico's getting all these partnerships that are growing, and they're doubling down on these commitments. Part of our commitment to deliver on Zodiac Custody's global ambitions we provide networked infrastructure that allows the multi-award-winning custodian to sustain its innovation track record and successfully serve institutional demand at a global scale. Spanning network use cases such as sub-custody, trading, and beyond, the Medico Network for Institutional and Digital Asset Flows is the benchmark for the future of digital asset ecosystems. So XRP is the standard, and Medico's Institutional Digital Asset Flows is the benchmark for custody. It will allow Zodia Custody to continue creating value-added services and continuously expanding the options available to their clients, realizing its journey to becoming a truly comprehensive digital asset solutions provider. As the industry undergoes a pivotal transformation, our network infrastructure is dedicated to standardize, govern, and connect institutional digital asset flows, an essential step in forging use cases that transcend individual companies, added Adrian Treccani, founder and CEO of Medico. I better follow him while I'm at it. This is what we're talking about, folks. Line up the ETPs, line up the ETFs, get the custody in place, manipulate the price down. The retail investors cry, the retail investors whine and complain. And what are they doing on the back end? They swoop it up just as fast as it goes down to 58 cents this morning. It gets bought right back up to 62 cents. And you're going to see this time and time again here as we continue to flush out here. We're beginning the next bull run. As I've been saying, watch out for black swans. Watch out for this liquidity crisis to continue. But just feel comfortable with how much XRP you got. That's where I stand. I'm not having to buy anymore right now because I'm already pretty happy with my bag. And so I'm just staying liquid so that I can weather the storm. If I need to pay for whatever life expense might come up, whatever emergency might come up, that's fine. But also so that I can buy some of these other assets that I haven't been able to acquire yet, like real estate, right? We're going to acquire some more real estate. The most recent purchase that I've made has been some silver. If you need some precious metals, we see they're already breaking out, but I think that many of us see that they have a long ways to go. You can take advantage of that by going to my website. ZachRector.com has all of our community resources, precious metals exchanges, wallets. Get tapped in with our community, get a one-on-one session scheduled, take advantage of it while it lasts. I appreciate everyone for tuning in here today. On the way out, it really helps us when you like the video, and please share it out far and wide. Let everyone know that everything's being confirmed, being built on the back end. Don't focus on price action today to determine where you think this thing can go down in the future. Look at what's being built out right now when you're calculating if XRP is going to the moon or not. I appreciate everyone for hanging in. Stay strong, XRP community. The best is yet to come. I will see you in the next one. God bless you all.